Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today we're giving you guys our first impressions of the new album from Belzebubs, Pantheon of the Nightside Gods. Alright, so this album is from a band that is fictional, actually. Yeah. This is from a comic, which is really interesting, but they released some singles which were really nice sounding. We reacted to one of them, the song Cathedrals of Morning, which is a really cool song. And yeah, do you have anything to say?
I like everything I have seen and heard from this band thus far. I am extremely excited that they released an album and we're gonna listen to it for the first time in its entirety right now. So stay put, we'll be back with our first impressions in a moment.
Alright guys, we are back. We just listened to Pantheon of the Nightside Gods for the first time in its entirety, and I thought this album was good, but not super good, but not great either, because if we're gonna consider the first half of this album, it was pretty damn solid. The energy was there, classic black metal, honestly sounds like just what you would expect from a black metal band, and it's enjoyable. But the longer it went on, it took some interesting turns, but by the end of the album, I was very done. Now, I guess I'll start with that criticism first to get that out of the way.
Yep.
The title track, there are 11 tracks on this album. Track number 9, which is the title track, Pantheon of the Nightside Gods, big, long 9-minute song, epic, and the last 3 minutes is like this, you know, string section, symphonic sounding thing.
Yeah, string and synth, just theatrical.
So, okay. And then the next song, Nuns in the Purgatory, is just a choir. That's it. So,
more ambience, more theatrics.
We had 3 minutes of the title track doing that. Now we have 3 more minutes, so that's 6 minutes of just symphonic stuff. So, okay, there's still one more song, which is Maleficarum, The Veil of the Moon Queen, part 1, by the way. The last song is part 1, so stay tuned for part 2. Is 4 minutes of more symphonic stuff. So meaning, at the end of this album, we have 10 full minutes straight of just symphonic things.
Yeah.
Which, at the combined time, is longer than any song in the album.
Right.
Now, at face value, all of that symphonic stuff sounds really pretty.
It does.
Very well executed. It sounds nice. I like it.
Yes.
But the fact that you have 10 solid minutes of that at the end of the album after everything else just makes you bored.
Yeah, and just, as you said, it's 10 minutes of it, but that's divided amongst 3 tracks.
Yeah, that as well.
And on top of that, it's not like there wasn't any other symphonic, theatrical, ambient type of stuff intertwined in every other song as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of it on this album to the point where it's vastly overdone.
Like, in the beginning track, Cathedrals of Morning, which was one of the singles, the one in which that we reacted to, I noted, like, this is very theatrical sounding. Like, I feel like I'm watching a movie. So that idea was presented in the first track already.
To add to that though, if you guys have seen the video, you'll know the song, but there's an extended intro for this track, which was about 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes of, I'm pretty sure it was just
that
piano.
kind of stuff, yeah.
Just piano or maybe some strings, I can't remember exactly, but it was just a long build-up leading in. Most of the songs on this album had either a string or piano, or maybe a combination of both, intro leading up into the black metal blast beats and stuff that we know.
Now, another thing I'd like to comment on as a criticism is that you could consider the title track the last song because the other 2 tracks afterwards are just completely symphonic, but you have a song like that, but you also have Dark Mother, which is 2 tracks before that, which is also upward of like 8-ish minutes long. Yeah. So it's another epic, and I think there was another one that was rather long. Might have been, I'm not sure which one it was track number 4, Angren. I even noted like a 7-minute song at track number 4, like I'm not sure. So when you're having all these long tracks just sprinkled out throughout the album, the weight of them starts to fall. So by the time you get to the end, having a big long track isn't gonna feel as special.
And it also feels more fatiguing because you already sat through a bunch of long tracks.
Exactly. Now, with that said, now I want to talk about the positives I take from this album. Now, the sound of all the songs, aside from all the symphonic, like exclusively symphonic stuff, are everything I like in black metal.
Yeah.
Nice riffing, pretty damn good soloing. Just, it's very, I find it's a very energetic album when it's going. Yeah. And my favorite track is track number 6, The Crowned Daughters. This was something totally unique among the album I found. It was very light, but also had some dark elements in there. It was everywhere, and honestly, there were moments that sounded very progressive to me. So, just all this stuff I'm experiencing through this song, I'm thinking, wow, this is really standing out among the rest.
That's really bizarre, and I'm glad you said that because it just shows the contrast of opinion, because that's actually one of my lowest rated songs on the album. I felt it was very ambient, which is cool. It had clean vocals for the first half of the song, which I don't dislike that. Then it switches to harsh, which is cool. It'd be better if it kind of went back and forth, but it kind of just flip-flopped. Which I guess is going back and forth. But anyways, it did clean for the first half, harsh for the second half. The last 2 minutes of that song were weird. I don't really know how to describe it, but they just didn't really, it didn't fit at all anywhere for me, audibly.
The song was about 5 minutes, and honestly, it felt like it was a long song that was condensed into 5 minutes, which is interesting.
It had a lot of elements to it, but those elements did not work for me. One of my lowest rated songs. A second ago, you also mentioned Dark Mother, which is one of my higher rated songs, not my highest.
I liked it. It was good.
That song's got a great intro, some great high energy, some epic solos, super shreddy. The outro is Drawn Out. Which is a gripe I had with several songs. Long fade outs, even fade outs that like they'll fade out and they'll start going like they're gonna fade it like into the next song and it's gonna start going crazy, but then it just goes and just like fades right back out a little bit, and then the next song starts. Like just opportunities that are wasted.
There was some good transitions though,
that are rehashed. There are some good transitions, yeah, of course, like some great track-to-track transitions that we noted and liked.
Especially Crowned Daughters into Dark Mother. That was a very good one.
That was a good one. But either way, The Werewolf Bride was another cool song for me. Best riffs on the album, really cool grooves. My highest rated song though was Cathedral of Morning, the single they put out.
That's actually my second highest.
And I feel like that was a good choice to put out that as a single because it's just
great.
Everything the song has, all the elements just all work, and there's nothing really in it that seems drawn out or whatever. It's just the first track. You don't ever get any of that fatigue, or they've already done this already, or there's too much of that now. It's just kind of just fresh out the gate. Here you go. You get a little bit of a long of a theatrical intro, but that's okay. It's forgivable because it is the intro to the entire album. But then you get cool riffs, epic grooves, nice solo, some cool vocals. It's just a full package song.
Yeah, that song was really good to put as a single because you really get like all the things that this album is about packaged into one song. Yeah. Like it is a really, really good song. I'll give it that.
Yeah. Overall, I felt like as an album as a whole, I liked everything, but there was a lot of it that just wasn't really doing anything for me. So I'm hoping with obviously more listens, as we do, we review these albums by listening to them as many times as we can. With more listens, I'm hoping that things will grow on me and I'll have a little bit better of an impression at the end of the week. Because my first impression right now is very, very middle of the pack, maybe even a little lower than middle.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a bit similar, but it's, you know, as you said, like, this album is good. It has a lot of good about it. It just has bad that is starting to fight against it. But anyway, guys, that's all we got for you today. Comment, tell us what you think of this album, if your opinions match with ours, or if they don't. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'm TV Fish.
I'm Vile Self.
And we'll see you guys later.